Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion. And the date today is 24th of June, and I'll discuss the very Prelims Focus News discussion from the Hindu in English language. So, guys, please do share it with your friends at least so that your English friends can know at least whatever I'm delivering, and so that they can also reach out to this platform and connect with my YouTube channel. All right, so let's see the very first news what is being said. And then first news is center is yet to push for Zakir Naik extradition. See, Zakir Naik is wanted in India for terror charges basically. So nothing more is important. This is the main issue, is the Zakir Naik who has been wanted for terror charges. That is the main issue. But here, what the prelims perspective, what is very important is what is extradition, right? They can prelims in questions they can set four options that what extradition means, and you have to just tick one out of it, right? So extradition is basically a process in which one country surrender a criminal to other country, right? See, his criminal here I'm seeing because he must be in charge of violation of laws. Then only the other country will send that criminal to the later country who is asking for that country to be extradited, right? In this case, India is asking for the extradition of Zakir Naik from Saudi Arabia, right? So it basically falls under the judicial domain. I mean, judiciary will check onto it. I mean, it's if India is asking for the extradition from Saudi Arabia, then Saudi Arabia judiciary will check onto it whether the extradition thing is correct or not. If they are finding it that yeah, we should extradite Zakir Naik, then they'll follow an orderly process which will seek for the extradition. Right now, the process involved will more favor the fugitive interest. Means in this case, the process will be more favorable for the this Zakir Naik case, because like in this case what happens is like they are in confused, they're in dilemma that why the other government is asking for it, right? For the for what we say, that it's for human right thing. So they are basically keeping the fugitive interest at foremost position. That after that, they the judiciary of that country checks onto it whether the extradition is cool or not. And if they find it that's true, I mean that's fine, then they extradite that people, right? So this was all about the very first news. Next is Punjab government has become the first government to bypass a Supreme Court order, which was that the Supreme Court order passed that within 500-meter range of national highways there will be no liquor shops. But Punjab government has become the first state to take the amendment route to make this way of liquor sale near a highway, as the assembly on Friday passed a legislation, right? And but in this legislation, this has been passed by the Congress government, right? But by the name of the Punjab Excise Amendment Bill 2017, but other parties like Shiromani Akali Dal and Aam Aadmi Party has moved off from the talks because they just don't want it to happen, right? So basically what it will do is it will enable the hotel, restaurants and club to serve alcohol within 500-meter of highways, and they'll serve within the 500-meter of highways, but within the campus only, right? Means like if it's a hotel, then they'll sell within the hotel. They'll not let that drunken person to go outside. But it is a contentious issue anyways. Let's see, we just we just need to learn it from the prelims point of view, right? So next is 30 more cities from across the country have been added from the center's smart city mission. See, the smart city mission is being developed by urban development ministry, Anna. And just tell me who is the minister, urban development minister. And so the facts, a bit of facts is that the cities which have been selected for this smart city initiative is the Thiruvananthapuram from Kerala, then Madhya Pradesh, it's Sagar and Satna, Bihar, Patna, Muzaffarpur, Chhattisgarh, Naya Raipur, Bilaspur, Jammu Kashmir, Srinagar and Jammu. See, this they're not going to ask it, right? But still, we should remember at least that what actually the thing is, right? So I'm sorry guys. So yeah, these were a country, and from Tamil Nadu, there is highest number of city this time. See, this is what we have you have to learn if you are appearing for any state civil services examination. So they might ask that recently the smart city, few smart cities have been unveiled. Just you just have to tell me that from which state there is highest number of city taken, right? So that will be Tamil Nadu, then Uttar Pradesh, Jhansi, Allahabad, Aligarh. You just learned it, you just see it. I'm not going to repeat it again, right? So yeah, in that there was a thing called city livability index. This livability index was being framed. The ministers have talked that in previous year only to 2016 that they'll just come up with a city livability index. So it will all be urban development ministry will come with this, and it will measure basically the quality of life. How is the quality of life of different cities, right? So in on an overall perspective, it will check the quality of life in 116 major cities, which will include capital cities of India, of course, of all the states, and those cities which are having the population of more than 1 million, right? So the check this index will be based on 79 parameters. There are many parameters, but few of the parameters which were written in newspaper that I've jotted down in this slide. Those are extent and quality of infrastructure, which includes the road, education, health, mobility, employment opportunity, emergency response, grievance redressal, pollution, availability of open green space and culture, right? So this was all about it. Let's see the next news. This is a very proud moment for, in fact, Indian people in general, and because India has again put 31 satellite in this space, right? And this time it was on board on PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-38, and this is the Polar Satellites Launch Vehicle's 40th flight. Just remember it, right? Because you might get confused. That's why I just put for this, put this 40th satellite in this note, so that you can remember it, because it might come in exam that it was the 38 number flight of PSLV. So that would have been wrong. No, that is, the name is PSLV C-38, but this is PSLV's 40 number flight, 40, right? So the main satellite which was put in space was Cartosat 2 series of satellites. See, Cartosat series is basically, if you remember, then when we did surgical strikes on Pakistan, then Cartosat satellites was only used to demarcate that position where we will bombard, wherever we will take actions against Pakistan. So this is again the Cartosat series, which is weighing 712 kg, and with Cartosat there is one nano satellite from India, and that is NIUSAT, because its name is NIUSAT, and remember it might pop up in paper, trust me, because that has been made by a university in Kanyakumari, that is Nurul Islam University. So it is becoming very important, right? Next is Cartosat satellite, is a remote sensing satellite which has a lifespan of 5 years, right? These are the things which we should learn. And see, one was Cartosat, one was NIUSAT, right? From India, those were. And there are 29 other satellites, nano satellites only, and though they are belonging to 40 other nations. You can see these 14 other nations, that is US, UK. You just see in this map, Japan is there, and many European countries are there, they are sending, right? So this was all about it. There are a few data about Cartosat, what Cartosat actually is. That is a remote sensing satellite. I have already told it will kept in above mean sea level, that is 505 kilometer in polar sun synchronous orbit. Remembered, polar sun synchronous orbit, because the question might come like it will come in different orbits. They'll give the name of different other orbits, so that to confuse you. So just remember it, right? And the applications are applications of this Cartosat will be cartographic applications, coastal land use and regulations, road network monitoring, water distribution, creation of land use maps, Land Information System and Geographical Information System, which is GIS. So just I'll just ask you to, just try to, you just don't have to mug up these all things applications, but you just try to think once that yes, if Cartosat is there, what it will look, what it will do, right? So you can relate it to the surgical strike thing, right? Because surgical strike, he has taken the photograph of, a very precise photograph of the location where the Indian army or whatsoever was, about to hit the Pakistani terrorist, right? So just try to imagine that, and try to, recall, try to make a different images of what the possible applications can be, like the cartographic applications. It can also monitor the road, है ना? Then it can also monitor the water distribution, then creation of land use map, the blah blah blah. I mean, you just don't have to learn it by your heart, you just have to, think about it, right? Next is passport fee cut for elderly. Guys, this is important news because as a general citizen of India, you should know it. And moreover, there are few of the new, changes what has been done to the passport, passport facilities. Like, so passport, earlier it used to be only available in English, but now it will be available in Hindi and English both. And there is 10% reduction of passport fee for applicants who are either less than 8 years of age or more than 60 years of age, right? And the third point will be the ration cards could be submitted now. Earlier, in case of Tatkal passports, right? Earlier what used to happen was, in Tatkal process, ration card was not there. I mean, they don't used to accept the ration card, but now the ration card will also be accepted, right? So this was all about it. Next is China stops Kailash pilgrimage. See, basically China has stopped Kailash pilgrimage from this Nathula Pass, all right? So the reasons what Chinese administration is putting forth is like there is a landslides occurring in Tibet, that's why we have stopped it, right? So the ways has got jammed, right? But the speculations are that since the India China ties are not that stable now, so that's why they have stopped. So the thing, the takeout which you can take out from this for the prelims perspective is like, they'll ask that recently China has stopped Kailash pilgrimage from which pass of India, right? So that will be Nathula Pass, or they might ask that Nathula Pass is situated in which state of India, so that will be Sikkim, right? So just try to remember these things. Next is Pak faces criticism over the terror financing. See, the news is like Pak faces criticism over terror financing by Financial Action Task Force. So see, they are producing terrorists, so they will face, of course. But the new takeaway what we can take from it is like, what is Financial Action Task Force, right? It is an intergovernmental body which is a Paris-based body, and it was established in 1989. This is the main fact you have to learn. And the objective also, this is very important, that it has the objective of it said to check the money laundering, terrorist financing and threats to the integrity of the international financial system. This is the main objective of it, right? So you should I mean, everyone should learn it, right? So because it might pop up in your prelims paper. So next is M-banking now under ombudsman purview. See, RBI has widened the scope of banking ombudsman scheme 2006, right? Earlier what used to happen was, if you are transacting from the mobile phone, then that was not under the purview of banking ombudsman. If there's some if there is some financial problems and tech and financial garbadi, jo we are telling in Hindi, what that word is not coming as of like directly as in my mind now. But if there is some like financial, what we say, theft or something like that, so in that case means now customer can directly complain to the banking ombudsman, right? And this is the main news of it, right? So see, this was the news, but the takeaway what we can take from it is what is am banking. They can directly ask you what is am banking. So it is basically a service provided by bank or other financial institution, and the financial transaction is done through mobile device by here, by I mean that it's your smartphone, that might be a tablet or something like that, right? So from how it is done by the use of software like mobile wallet or something like that, right? And usually available for 24 hours. So these are a bit fact about the mobile banking. So guys, this is it. If you like the video, then please do hit that thumbs up button, so that I can, you know, take out that I can know that how many of people are liking the video, so that I can from tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I mean from tomorrow onwards, I can make the videos in that, right? So I just want to know the what is the student